everyone who will watch this video and is watching this video. Sounds weird. My name is Amo and I am back with another vlog. I don't know whether to count this as my second, third, or fourth, because I'm not sure whether to include my previous ones. But yes, I am back with another vlog. I am back with another video. I haven't posted in such a long time. I am so sorry. And this vlog will be based on me recommending shows, series for you guys to watch. Now, I'm excluding sitcoms, which are like 25 minutes, because this is a long list. I watch a lot of shows. And this is a long list, so I'm gonna try and make this as fast as possible. That being said, I don't remember every celebrity's name. Like, I'm disappointed in myself that I don't remember every celebrity's name, so I'm gonna try and mention at least one. I actually wrote it down on this list because I do not remember. I can't remember. I tried, but I can't remember all these shows. Because some have ended, some are still ongoing, some are close to ending. And then there's also, what's 3? I'm going to try and mention what got me into watching them. But again, this is a long list, so I might not remember the reason. I'm going to try and mention when it came out. And also give a brief update. And the reason I watch these shows or discovered them is either we were watching with our mom, because how things were when I grew up, it was that if my mom was watching the show, we were watching the show. That being said, some of these, majority of these have action and fighting, so that I grew up that way. So like, from my mom, I discovered it by myself. It sounded interesting and I watched the trailer. My friend told me about it. It was hyped. My sister forced me to watch it. All the main actor was attractive. Some people watch shows like that because of that reason, so I cannot be judged for that. But on that note, onto the list. I need my glasses. Oh, and what do you guys think of my hair? I know that's weird, but like, yeah. So first on the list, historian shows. I'm surprised I even wrote this category, because like, for some odd reason I've been broadening the shows I watch now. It's weird, but it's, yeah. So the 2 historian shows that I watch, Ben knew someone is going to mention Game of Thrones, but the 2 historian shows I watch that I'm binging right now, okay, one of them I finished binging, the other one I'm binging, so it's Reign. That's the one I'm binging. It has 4 seasons from 2013 to 2017. The show was cancelled. I'm still offended by that. And it stars Adelaide Kane, Megan Follows, Toby Redbow, and Terrence Cole. Apologies, that's another thing. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name or your surname. Like, yeah, those are the main 4, I guess. And to say something without saying too much, just know I love these shows. They're all interesting, but I don't want to expose too much information. So Reign is based on Mary Stuart, who is the Queen of Scotland, who moves to France, and she is meant to marry the Prince of France. That's the brief, very small of the big storyline. And then the next show is Bridgerton, which you can watch on Netflix. It came out last year. Phoebe Denver. Yeah, it stars Phoebe Denver. It stars other celebrities, but like, I really don't remember the names. I feel really bad. And I don't know how to describe this show. It's actually weird. I've never thought about it. But like, what drew me to Reign was TikTok. Because I heard TikTok, like, I had done 2 TikTok audios regarding it. I didn't know, but then I decided, like, let me just explore. And on that note, Bridgerton was also on my list. What drew me to that one is because Shonda Rhimes, because I watched another show of Shonda Rhimes, which I will mention on this list later in the video. But like, yeah, that's what drew me to the shows. Bridgerton will wait for season 2 to come out. It should come out next year or end of this year, one of the 2. Next genre is sci-fi. We're starting with Roswell, New Mexico. Wait. Sorry about that. I was asked to do a favor. So yeah, back to my next genre, which is sci-fi, and the first show I wrote is Roswell, New Mexico. Now, what made me watch that show is because of Julie Peck. Because I followed her from the Vampire Diaries universe, which is the other genre, which I will go through, but like, yeah, she's the reason. And I don't know her name. Janine Mason and Nathan Parson. If I said his surname right. For some reason, I feel like I said his surname wrong, and it seems easy, but like, yeah. And then he's also from the originals, which, again, I'll speak about later on. So, Roswell, New Mexico is still ongoing. I think it started in 2017. I'm gonna start guessing with that show because I don't remember. And the storyline is... Ooh, am I missing something? The storyline is basically... I forgot what her character's name is, but like... Janine Mason's character comes back home to Mexico after 10 years. Because what happened was I'm gonna spoil it if I say that. Something happened in the family. She moved. She comes back 10 years. Runs into her old high school or primary school friend. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm not sharing much. Spoiler alert, they're aliens. There. Just a heads up. I don't know. I'm not gonna say much about that one. I'm done with that one. Next show is Dark Matter. I really don't know what got me into watching this show. Because it involves space. And the main character is Melissa O'Neill. Yeah. I don't remember the others' names, and I feel so bad. But like, yeah. So basically, the 6 characters, literally, they don't remember anything about themselves. So they literally number themselves like Passengers, for example. The film Passengers. They don't remember anything about themselves, so it's based the situation on waking up from your pod, whoever woke up first, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what they call themselves. Which is nice on my behalf, because like I would remember them easily on who's who. But like basically, they wake up on a pod, they don't remember anything about themselves. As time passes, they start to remember themselves. They are in space. That's all I will share. Dark Matter had 3 seasons. The show was cancelled. I'm also upset about that one. It had 3 seasons. It really deserved more. I think it ended in 2016. 2016 or 2017. I swear it's 2016. 2017, 16, 17, 16, 17. Okay, 16, 17. Next show, or final show on the sci-fi list is Stitches. Stitches also goes under detective shows, but like, we'll go down that road. And its main star is Emma Ishtar. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his surname incorrectly. And Kyle Harris. Those are the 2 main. Now, I was looking up shows. That's what drew me to. That's why I started watching the show. But I loved her character's personality. That's what made me love the show. And it had 3 seasons as well. It was also cancelled. It came out and ended the same year as Dark Matter, which upset me because technically that year I lost 4 shows because 2 were cancelled, 2 ended. Because that year it was Teen Wolf, Grimm, Stitches, and Dark Matter. I lost all shows in 1 year. That was one of the worst years for me. But what I loved is her character's personality. I'd explain it, but like I know how, but I don't know how. Just a must watch. Take my word for it. It's a detective sci-fi must watch. There's not much sci-fi, by the way. Next up. Okay, that's a long list, so we'll jump to drama shows. I'm gonna follow my list. So next up is superhero shows. We are starting with CW, which is DC Comics, because those are the first superhero shows I started with. So obviously I'm going to start with Arrow, because Arrow was the first one. I'm saying this now, I am not going to share why I started watching that show. All I know is the show, it usually takes like an episode or 2 to get me to determine if I'm going to watch the show. But this show made me like it in the first 8 to 10 minutes. Like I fell in love with the show then. So that's already a plus for me. So I'm not gonna share what got me into watching it, but like it has 8 seasons. It ended last year, so from 2012 to 28. Ooh. 2012 to 2020. The main actor is Stephen Amell. Let's see if I remember any other celebrity's name. Emily Bett Rickards. It's a C, not a G. No. What's the name? I'm stopping there because I'm starting to hurt my feelings. But basically that one is rich billionaire playboy. Goes on, like it gets announced with the intro. Cause like superhero shows, we all know like The Flash and Supergirl and yada yada yada. So like it always announced with the intro like, my name is Oliver Queen. After 5 years in hell, that being said, within those 5 years, he went on a boat with his dad. Boat capsized. After 5 years in hell, I come back to my city, becoming someone else, something else. So basically, it's like by daytime you're someone else, by nighttime you're someone else. By daytime he's Oliver Queen, by nighttime I am the Arrow, the Green Arrow. Y'all watch it. It's a must watch. Actually, I don't know if I pointed this out. We'll point it out at the end. But like, yeah, The Flash. The Flash. The other shows, that superhero shows I watch from DC Comics. The Flash, starring Grant Gustin. Legends of Tomorrow, starring Katie Lotz. Both shows still ongoing. The Flash from 20. Why do I? Okay, I'm gonna sum it up for my sake, for both of our sakes, so that my calculation wrong. But when The Flash started its first season, when Arrow was on season 3, and then Legends of Tomorrow, like Supergirl. I didn't watch Supergirl that much, but I do know about her. Like Legends and Supergirl are like a season or 2 behind The Flash, so that's that full package. And I started watching The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow because of Arrow. It's best to just watch them all because they ended up growing on me. And then I also watched Black Lightning because of China and McCann. I say McCann, but it's also McCain. So, and I never watched Batwoman, but it used to be Ruby Rose. I don't know who the actress is right now. My bad. And then we just gonna jump to, we jumping to Marvel. The Marvel superhero shows I watch. So it's Cloak and Dagger. That one I'm gonna go a bit more into detail because that one I loved and it was cancelled and I was really upset about it. So Cloak and Dagger stars Olivia Holt and Aubrey Joseph. I swear that's his name. And it is based off of, like, excluding the superpowers and all of that, it is based off a white female and a black male. Now what I loved about the show, I'm not this political, but I am. But what I loved about the show was how it spoke in the perspective of being a white female, underline female, and a black male, underline male. So like, the advantages, disadvantages, privileges, all of that. And why I loved it is because being a black female, I was nice to hear both parts of the story. So that's why I loved it. And I am so upset it only had 1 season. I'm lying. It had 2 seasons. Show was cancelled because creators for Cloak and Dagger moved to Falcon and Winter Soldier. I will get into that one. And I just loved how they were willing to speak out. Like, not many shows and films speak out, but like, I just loved how they spoke out regarding that topic because it's a sensitive topic. But, I love that. And then the next Marvel superhero show is Falcon. Let's go to Falcon and Winter Soldier because I started with that one. So that one has 1 season. It came out this year. I pray there is another season because the creator did add a bit of like racism wise, spoke about it a little bit in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I was happy about it. The other Marvel series I want to mention, by the way, are part of Phase 4 for the MCU. So like Falcon and Winter Soldier stars Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan. 1 season. You can watch it on Disney Plus or stream it. I streamed it because I don't have Disney Plus isn't available. So Yeah, I really love that show. What drew me to it? It's Marvel. Like, I watched basically all the Marvel spin-offs. It's just like, if I didn't like it, then it's off. But like, that's Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then there's also Loki, which came out starring Tom Hiddleston, and also one season. But there's gonna be a second season. Yes. What drew me to that show? Yeah, it's MCU. That one doesn't require. And then the last show being Hawkeye, starring Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld. And it's so weird when you think about it, because that's the only show. Well, directly, it's the only show which has one of the original 6 Avengers, because of her Jeremy Renner. But like, yeah, I'm really eager. That one comes out in November 28th. I am lying. Mid to late November, or nah, I swear I'm telling the truth. Yeah. I laugh at myself a lot. Well, anywho, next genre being supernatural. Oh. We are starting with Teen Wolf for that. Now, can I just say they are gonna make a Teen Wolf movie? Yes, and it's coming out next year. So like a reboot kind of vibe, bringing the old cast back. That being said, the old cast that I remember the names. Now, I forgot some names, some important names, so I am sorry. But the main characters, Scott Posey. Okay. Tyler Posey, his character is Scott McCall. That's why I got confused. Let me just clear that out. So, but it's Tyler Posey, Dylan O'Brien, Holland Roden, no, Crystal Reed, Shelley Henning, Tyler Hoechlin, Ian Bohen, I can say is the main character, because like, yeah, I forgot the name. Colton Hayes, but he didn't stay that long, but like, he's part of the, also Arrow is like, woo. Those are the names I can think of right now that I can remember. I am so sorry, I forgot the parents' names, but that show ended in 2017, 6 seasons. They took like a break, but it's like, there's 686B, it's on Netflix if you want to watch it. And it's based on a boy who got bitten by a werewolf. I'm not gonna spoil it even more. It's a must watch. What else? I don't think I like that either. What drew me to the show? I don't remember what drew me to the show. Oh, my friend had it on my USB, and so I just started watching it. Anyway, next supernatural show being... I'm gonna leave the most hectic one last. So, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Also, you can watch it on Netflix. That one's originally from Netflix, created it. Starring Kiernan Shipka. Apologies for the first name. And it's basically like a reboot of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, only with a drastic twist. Half witch, half human daughter. I'm stopping there. Yeah, I'm stopping there. Oh, Gavin Leatherwood is in it. Ross Lynch is in it. Those are the names I can't remember right now. Okay. And it ended this year, like late last year, towards this year, one of them. It had 4 seasons. It started in 2016. Yeah, so it ended like New Year's Eve. I swear it was New Year's Eve. It was a special occasion in 2020. It was either Christmas or New Year's Eve. So it was from 2016 to 2020. Teen Wolf was like 2011 to 2017, if I'm right. Next show, let's just fast forward because I don't want to get messed up. Being Lucifer on Netflix, like majority of the shows. Actually, these supernatural shows, majority of them are on Netflix. But like Lucifer, being the main actor being Tom Ellis. Lucifer Morningstar. It's also a detective. It can be categorized as a detective for me. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it can be categorized as a detective. And basically, yeah, I don't know how to explain it further than that. But other than that, the next one being Grimm with David Guentoli. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Along with other celebrities whose names I do not remember. And Grimm is also can be classified as a detective. That one is, I don't know what Grimm's definition is in the dictionary, but like he can see what other people can't. I know that sounds like psychic or something like that, but like as they call him in the show, Wesen. What drew me to Grimm was I was bored and I was looking for a show. Lucifer, my sister forced me, and Stranger Things on Netflix. Millie Bobby Brown. Okay, it's a hype. Everyone must know about Stranger Things. By the way, all these supernatural shows I'm mentioning and the other three that I'm left with mentioning, people consider them horrors. I don't know why, but they're considered horrors. Personally, I don't think so. The last three I will be mentioning, this is going to be a two-parter. Yeah. The last three I mentioned is the Vampire Diaries universe. So the Vampire Diaries, then the originals, then Legacies. That's how it goes. Now, I'm going to start in the order that I watched it. So I started with the originals, then Vampire... The originals, then Legacies, then Vampire Diaries. So second, then third, first spin-off, then the original, then the first spin-off, second spin-off, original. So, let me explain. The originals was from 2013 to 2018, 5 seasons. The Vampire Diaries was from 2009, because that was the Vampire Stage era, to 2017. And Legacies is from 2018 ongoing. I'm sending 2 seasons. I'm not going to stop. Vampire Diaries has 8 seasons. But the originals, the reason how I watched it was that my sister was in the vampire era supernatural phase, because it was during the Twilight phase, yada yada yada. I wasn't that person. They kind of creeped me out. So she made me watch a few episodes of season 1, kept updating me, and then I decided, okay, let me just watch the show. Let me just watch. So I watched season 4 and 5 by my choice, by myself. And then I decided, like, okay, let me just watch Legacies, because it's a spin-off. And then I noticed in Legacies it involves Vampire Diaries. And I don't want to be that person who, like, calls my friend or something, or has to look up every time, like, okay, what is, for example, a heretic? You learn that in Vampire Diaries. You don't learn that in the originals. That's why I jumped all the way to Vampire Diaries. It took me 2 months to finish binging the show. I also had school. I would have been faster. So I binged the Vampire Diaries, binged the originals, and then I'm watching Legacies. Now, Vampire Diaries is based off of love, originals is based off of family, and Legacies is based off of friendship. But like, to end this, let me just add celebrities. So for the Vampire Diaries, it's Ian Somerhalder, Paul Wesley, Nina Dobrev, Kat Graham, Candice King. No. I'm mentioning Michael Trevino, Michael Malarkey, Matt Damon. I swear his name is Matt Damon. I pray his name. Matt Davis. Yeah, it's Matt Davis. It has to be Matt Davis. It's not Matt Damon. It's Matt Davis. Stephen McQueen. Shit, I forgot Matt's name. Yeah, I can't remember Matt's name. The originals, it is Joseph Morgan, Daniel Gillies, Phoebe Tonkin, Charles Michael Davis, Danielle Campbell. No. Claire Holt. Riley. I forgot her name. It starts with a V. No, I'm not gonna say it because I'm gonna be wrong. So that's the Michelsons, excluding Haley. And Danielle Rose Russell. Now, Legacies, I'm only saying the 2. Danielle Rose Russell, and Matt Davis. Everyone else, I don't remember the names. I am so sorry. I don't remember some of the names. So yeah, this is part 1.